Alright, you legends, it is True Blue Claret. I'm back here today with another video, and today we've got an interesting one. I'm going to be doing a tier list of Burnley's matches so far this season and ranking them from shithouse basically to very impressive. So it'll be an interesting one. It'll be nice to see how our season's gone so far. But before we get into it, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has stuck around with the channel so far. It has been an amazing few months that we've had with you guys, and things are just getting better and better. We are reaching different audience. For those of you who have stuck around from the very start, I'm so thankful for you guys. And for those of you who are new, make sure you are subscribed, you are following, because this is just the start. I will announce some very interesting news that I've received today. For some of you who know, I am in the yachting industry, but I have decided to take a break because it is mental trying to balance both my content and my yachting. So I've decided to step away just to spend some time with family in England, and therefore I will be more free to post content for you guys, and you can expect a lot more coming, and some very exciting things such as doing interviews around the ground. I'm currently also working with Finalysis, the Sky Sports app, which basically is very an exciting opportunity, and we've got some cool things to come with them. I'll leave their link here if you want to check them out. But without further ado, let's get into the fun and exciting stuff and get into our ranking tier list. Okay, so this one's going to be interesting. We've got our categories set up. We've got bloody elite at the top, respectable games, questionable games, and please stop games, ones that I don't want to watch, and ones that have just ultimately ruined my week. So we're going to start with our most recent match, Burnley versus Tottenham. It was an interesting game. We had one goal from Alex Twanzebe and Lyle Foster, and I thought overall we played one of our better games of the season. We just couldn't get the result, to be honest. I mean, for some of you guys, you probably think it was a woeful match, but ultimately, I thought the tactics that Scott Parker put out that match were not bad, and I was pretty happy with how the team played. Obviously, we just couldn't stick it out and get the win, which was very upsetting. But we definitely showed heart, and if we keep up that, we've been on a fantastic run of form. But if we keep that up, I think we will get our result and our win that we are desperately searching for, like desperately searching for. So I will put them in respectable, to be honest. It was a respectable match. I would like to see what you guys think about that, but I'm going to place it respectable right now. And then we're going to go on to the previous match before that, which was a 1-1 draw at Anfield, which I'm going to put in respectable. I think that was a respectable result. Although he conceded about 20 shots, and Dubravka was just the man, the myth, the legend, and saved us that match. We had an opportunity, and Marcus Edwards delivered. It might have been the only shot on target we had that match. I can't remember what quite now, but it was a respectable performance that we were able to hold out that long and still find a way back into the match and draw. And now we'll go on to our FA Cup match that we just had most recently against Millwall, where Ashley Barnes, the GOAT, put two in the back of the net. He got his double, and every Burnley fan in the whole wide world was happy to see that. You cannot lie. Also, Jane Bennell a Chalner goal, and a Jane Anthony goal, which was just nice to see. And I think that's helped our rhythm for these past few performances. It has helped us get some results against these big top six teams. So I'm going to put that in bloody elite because it was so nice to see Ashley Barnes get a result finally. And then we'll go on to Burnley versus Manchester United. That one was also interesting. I think it was a respectable result. I mean, it was when Manchester United didn't have Amarim or Michael Carrick. They had their interim manager. It was an opportunity for us to get the win. Thinking about it now, it's probably going to go under questionable just because they didn't have a set manager, and it was an opportunity for us to get a win, which we didn't end up doing. But we did come back from a 2-1 lead from Manchester United, so that will refrain me from putting it in a please stop. Now we go on to our game earlier on in the season, probably 5 matches ago now. Brighton versus Burnley, where we showed no heart at all. We showed absolutely nothing, to be honest. I think every player in that match could walk away disappointed and not happy about that result because we showed no fight, we showed no courage, and for all of you Burnley fans that travelled to go watch that game, I feel sorry for you because it must have been a long journey to watch Burnley get absolutely battered, and that did ruin my week. That kind of made me feel like, okay, we're getting relegated after that. If we're going to put in a performance like that, we're going to get relegated. But that rightfully so goes and ruined my week. And then we go to Burnley versus Newcastle at home. We were looking to redeem ourselves from our away day that we had there and lost. And I came into this game having some hope that we could put in a result and manage to get a win. But this is the one where Bruno Guimaraes scored from the corner, and once he did that, I was like, this is game over. And they also scored in the first, I believe, 2 or 3 minutes, and that that upset me. I can't lie. I I think I turned off the TV when I watched that one because I was just like, nah, I cannot stand this. So that did also ruin my week. Uh, Burnley versus Everton. This was a nil-nil draw at home. We showed no. I think we had one shot, either one shot on target or one shot the whole game, and that was something else. We showed no attacking fight. Yes, we looked okay defensively, but like results like that cannot help us stay up in the league. Those are the matches we need to be winning. I know they've got a solid defense in Tarkowski, Keane, and a few others, but we need to be putting in a result against those type of clubs where they come to Burnley undermanned. They didn't have Jack Grealish, they didn't have Ndai. Uh, Pretty sure Dewsbury Hall was out that match as well, and we had our opportunity, and we also didn't capitalise. I'm going to put that under please stop because I needed to stop watching that match. And then we go on to Bournemouth versus Burnley, where I think we actually put in a good performance that game. We were going away to Bournemouth's home ground, and we looked decent for a while. And this is the one where Josh Laurent got his first goal, I believe. Oh no, it was Amando Brodger 90th minute cross and then header. That was his first goal, and the most exciting thing Amando Brodger's done this season. I'm gonna put under questionable to be honest. And then we've got Burnley versus Fulham. This match was like the be all and end all for me. Like we were on a couple game losing streak or something around those lines, and we came up against Fulham who weren't in the best form, and we flopped. We came out trying to attack. At least we showed some sort of attacking fight and some sort of attacking fight, but we ended up coming short-handed, and Harry Wilson just made us look silly, to be honest. I'm going to put that in questionable just because of the fact it looked like we were going for the win, I suppose. But I guess that was after they scored the first few goals, so it was just like we have to go for it. Maybe I'm actually going to move that to please stop because the fact that they went two ahead in that match made me hurt inside. And then we go to when we went to Newcastle and we lost 2-1. Um, who was it? Lucas Perez, yeah, gave away a silly red card, last man, and we lost 2-1. I'm just going to put that straight into please stop. That one also made my mood go down. And then we go to the 1-0 loss against Crystal Palace. I don't remember too much from this game, to be honest, but I do remember Daniel Munoz. I think, was it a header that he scored? I'm not sure, but obviously it doesn't concern me too much on, so I'm just going to put it under questionable. Brentford versus Burnley. This is going to be a lot of this today. I think my tier list is going to come under questionable, please stop, and ruin my week because there was quite a few times this season where it has been questionable or I've asked someone to please stop the match. And This one, we kind of just got dominated the whole match until we got that lucky penalty and Zian Fleming put it away. And that one was another please stop moment, I think. Almost borderline ruined my week. And then we go on to Burnley versus Chelsea. This is where. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think we showed much fight at all this game either. It didn't ruin my week because Chelsea are a good team, but it made me yet again say, please stop. And then we go to West Ham versus Burnley, yet another one that was so close to putting in a good performance. But Dubravka had his worst match of the season this game, led through a couple of sloppy goals, which is very rare for Dubravka. He has been our most impressive player this season, in my opinion, by a long shot, just because of the fact he's made so many amazing saves. He's been the man, he's been the legend, and without him, I think we could be below Watford, to be honest. So thank you. Thank you, Dubravka. We love you. We love you. I'm going to put this one in. Please stop again. It didn't ruin my week, but it almost did yet again. Arsenal versus Burnley. This one was at home. I thought we actually had a good match this one, to be honest. And not many clubs would do this, but I'm going to put it in reasonable because I think there's a couple errors that we made, just tiny little errors that Arsenal turned into opportunities which they scored, and that's what the big clubs do, and they did it against Burnley. But I thought overall we put in a good performance. I thought we were an exciting. It was an exciting match, and I thought we could have almost got something from it. Although we did get dominated, but what do you expect against a club like Arsenal against Burnley? You have to expect that. And then we go on to Wolves versus Burnley. And that one was fun to watch. I'm going to put that in respectable. Lyle Foster scored a 90th minute winner to win the match, and Lyle Foster got the money, and we got the 3 points, even though Wolves, especially in that first half, were more dominant than Burnley. But we somehow snuck our way in, and Lyle Foster scored last minute from a Hannibal assist, and whew, that one made my day. I can't lie, it made my day. But it will go in respectable just because of the fact that we shouldn't be that close to losing to Wolves or dropping points to Wolves. We should be smashing them, to be fair. Okay, now we're going on to happier times. Burnley versus Leeds. And this one is going to go into bloody elite because this was at the start of the season. We looked good. We kept a clean sheet at home and we did the job against a championship side that had also freshly come up, and we got the job done. It's bloody elite. It's bloody elite. Okay, now we go on to Villa versus Burnley. This one was disappointing. I'm going to put it on please stop again. Oh, this one. I think, who was it? It was Daniel Malin. Yeah, Malin. He scored a double, and it was just disappointing. Villa were also in a bad run of form. They hadn't. This is just as they were starting their winning streak, but we had the chance to get something out of that game, and the tactics just all around it, from play stop down. These are all matches where our tactics just have not been right going into the match, and we're just playing on the back foot like we always do, and we lost all of those games. I would come and say our tactics as a team, as like just as an overall club, just weren't right. But everything above that, I'm happy with. I'm pretty relatively happy with. And now we go on to Man City versus Burnley. I thought the scoreline did not follow what I actually witnessed. That first half we were strong. Like we looked like we would have hold our own that match, and we were holding our own. And it was just those final 20, 30 minutes of that match. I mean, Esteve put in two own goals, which was very unlucky. But that final 30 minutes of that match, we just kind of fell apart, and they made the scoreline look like that because of it. So I'm going to put it in place. Oh, I'm going to put it in ruined my week because just because of those final sloppy goals that we conceded. And then we go on to Cardiff versus Burnley, which also ruined my week because we can't be losing to Cardiff in the EFL Cup. And we did. Uh, if we put out a side, I think we would have absolutely smashed them, but we just weren't up for it that game, and the score kind of reflects that. I don't think I need to say much more about that. We go to Tottenham versus Burnley. This is I think this was the first match of the season. I'm going to put it in play stop. It just made me think, oh God, what have we got to come this season? And that was just the start. Uh, so therefore, I put it in play stop. Then we got Burnley vs Sunderland. We're teaching these bloody championship lads how it's done in the Premier League, and I hope we can do it again on Monday against Sunderland. But we showed a beautiful game. Our tactics were perfect. We played defensively. The opportunities that came, we took them, and we won 2-0. And watching those matches just gives me joy. Those top three, those bloody elite matches, just give me so much joy. And then we go Burnley versus Nottingham. That one, they had most of the possession. Nottingham, they scored that one in the first few minutes, I believe. Nico Williamson. But after that, we pulled our heads in a bit and we managed to claw back for a draw. But I think we should be winning those matches against Nottingham Forest, especially because we are chasing them to get out of the relegation zone. I'm going to put it in questionable. Questionable. And then we got, oh, another one. Liverpool versus Burnley. When we were versing them at home, I think they had like something like 20 shots and we had two. And we defended like our lives depended on it. We were playing the most defensive game, Sean Dyche-esque defense. And I thought we were going to hold out for a 0-0 draw. But poor old Mesbury Hannibal gave away a penalty that didn't need to be. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was a handball from Mesbury that sealed the deal for them. They got the penalty, and Mo Salah came and scored in the 90th minute. That one broke my heart, and I can say it did ruin my week. Although I thought we performed so well leading up to that defensively. I mean, our attacking threat was nowhere to be seen in that game. We can't lie, but everything else, okay. Manchester United versus Burnley, and that one again was a beautiful match. Lyle Foster scoring, was it just a one, and Jaden Anthony with the goal he went around the keeper with, and Lyle Foster's, yeah, he scored an offside goal, but final minutes, Jaden Anthony penalty, and Burnley give it away, and they scored. I wouldn't say it ruined my week because Man United are a good team, but I definitely said please stop after that, and therefore I will be putting it in please stop. And finally, guys, we have Burnley versus Derby County, and we won. We went to the next round in the EFL Cup, but yeah, we did get bummed by Cardiff City after that. But I will put it in respectable, and that, my friends, will wrap up today's video. And before we end the video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's watched this video and made it to the end. All of you guys. I love you guys so much. You're the most loyal people out there. We're building such an amazing community, and it's thanks to you guys. I can't wait to come to England and film some content and keep growing this channel into what will be an amazing community that we build, and I just can't wait to keep developing it. So make sure you are following, you are subscribed, you have liked the video, you have comment your thoughts on the video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. True Blue Claret. I'll see you later.